Hi Wouter, I'm Alan from ChatTalent. Really great to meet you. I wonder if you can tell the audience a little bit about who you are, where you're from, and why you're at the event today.
Yeah, sure. I'm Wouter Goedhart, like you just mentioned, CEO of VONQ. We're in the online recruitment marketing space and helping the recruiters to work better with online media tools and posting jobs as well.
Okay, cool. And why are you here at HR Tech?
Yeah, what I like about HR Tech is that you can find a lot of alliances here. I don't know if you know that the Japanese proverb, but it's about breathing the same air. And that's what we're trying to do here. Breathing the same air helps you to get better connections with the alliances that you already have, and also builds new alliances with other ATS vendors in our particular space. Yeah.
Excellent. I hadn't heard of that proverb, but I have now, and I'll lock that down in my appalling memory.
Cool.
So what have you enjoyed about the event so far? On top of those alliances, is there anything that stood out as to the technology or vendors that you thought, wow, that's good?
Yeah, there are so many vendors here in one space, and it's really nice to actually get the demos, really see what the platform is about, but also take an in-depth talk about, hey, how could you connect to them? More and more companies have open APIs nowadays, so really the opportunity from a technical perspective to also connect and really make something unique out of two platforms, that is really a big part of the reason why I'm here and what I love so much about HR Tech.
Excellent, excellent. So tell me a little bit more about VONQ then. How long have you guys been going, and where do you operate geographically?
Yeah, last year already 11 years.
Wow.
Last month already 11 years, I should say. So we're already 11 years in this space. Only the last couple of years, especially the last 2 years, we published this, we built this platform. This platform is actually a way for recruiters to recruit easier, actually, posting jobs based on their target criteria. They actually can say on which job sites they would like to publish. Also can see what the predictive analysis is based on the combination of job boards that they post on. And then the distribution takes place. So that is actually what our platform is about. We connect it to other ATSs as well. We connect it to ATSs, which helps actually recruiters to not only do it and work with the platform, but really work with the platform within their ATS and really post it from there to LinkedIn, to all kinds of smaller job boards as well.
Oh, cool. So rather than just being a job board posting tool, it's actually the analytics are the key thing behind it, because it tells you where you should be posting, when you should be posting, and how much you should be spending, in essence.
Yeah, indeed. And even the step beyond is what we're now tackling, is that you make sure that you get a certain amount of candidates as well. I really believe that the future is not only about making sure that you post on the right channels, because we got that covered with over 2,000 channels in our portfolio, but where it goes to is that you make sure that you also get the right amount of candidates to also fulfill your job. And that's where we want to be accountable for in the future.
Excellent. So clearly you've got a presence here in the Netherlands. Where else are you operating in the world at the moment?
Yeah, unfortunately I can't be at the second day of the event, because I'm going to Düsseldorf. We have an office there. Actually a new office there already now for a couple of days, because we just opened a new office with 15 people actually in that office at the moment, and still expanding quite rapidly. And we're opening in the UK in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So yeah, business is really going well nowadays.
Good. And it's interesting that you, as an 11-year-old company in this space, is almost a grandfather compared to many who've been going for 6 months, 3 months, a year. Yeah. What made you switch from being, say, a more traditional company to becoming a tech player?
Yeah, indeed, because we were really like an agency. If you look like 4 to 5 years back, we were really that kind of player. But we really saw that the competitive edge of our company really stood out if we would bring it more to the recruiter and make sure that we let the recruiter be at the fingertips of making his own decisions, rather than we would make decisions for him. So we started to experiment with that with, well, of course, the first minimal viable product, a small MVP. And we saw that it worked out quite well, actually. And that was the moment that we said, well, let's try to really build this for all our recruiters and make sure that they can be the marketeers, or actually have some of the marketing tools actually to their needs and at their fingertips, so that they can do it themselves. And that's where really where we saw that we could flip the model.
Excellent. I guess that's giving you huge potential for scalability as well, because when you're reliant on more traditional techniques, etc., that you would have been as an agency, now you've got the ability to scale through your platform and operate almost anywhere in the world, I guess, over time.
Yeah, that's nice, because we still have our main offices in Rotterdam and Amsterdam, but if you look at our turnover spread, you already see that 50% of our turnover is outside of Europe, outside of the Netherlands. And not only Germany or the UK, but also in the rest of Europe as well.
Okay, excellent. And what's the future hold for VONQ? Where are you heading in the next 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, well, this predictive analysis, making sure that we can predict the amount of applicants, I really believe that is the route to go, and that's also where we put a lot of money into, to make sure that we can tackle that part, to eventually go to more CPQA, as we call it, more a qualitative applicant business model. And hopefully, and that's maybe a sort of a holy grail, but you need something to dream for, a CPH model where you really focus on that hiring model.
Oh, excellent, yeah. Excellent. Well, listen, Wouter, thank you very much for your time. I know you're a busy man and you've got people to go and meet. So once again, thanks for giving us, ChatTalent, your wisdom about the world of recruitment marketing, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Will. Thank you.